Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back to BjjBrick Quick. My name is Byron. This is the podcast where we talk about a topic for just a little while. Today we're going to be talking about 5-minute rounds. I have been rolling pretty much 5-minute rounds for most of my jiu-jitsu time. Obviously with some exceptions. But if I'm on the mat rolling, I can almost always know when there's 30 seconds left on the clock, give or take. I know when there's less than a minute for sure. I can say, oh, we're getting close. Look up, and there's 20 seconds to go. It's just kind of an internal clock that has been grinded into my head over the years. Sometimes it's better to roll shorter rounds. The advantage to this would be that you get more contact with more other grapplers. If you're starting standing up, you would get more time on your feet with other grapplers. You just take it on the reverse. If you're going to roll for 10-minute rounds for 30 minutes, you've gotten 3 training partners. Now, that might be great for you, but somebody who gets a bad round or two in there, that's a significant amount of their time. The 5-minute round, I really feel, is a pretty sweet spot for training. It's enough to get kind of past the initial start of the training, whether it's on your feet or finding the position you're looking for. You have enough time to get into the positions you want to work on, and enough time to do some work and kind of mash your game up against your training partner's game. Think about how long you roll for. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 10, and it might be more of a 3-minute, maybe a quicker round where you rotate more. I do enjoy the 3-minute rounds because, especially in the bigger classes, because you get to roll almost with everybody. Those rounds just tick by so fast, and you just get to it. And I feel that if you're a little tired this round, keep pushing. It's almost over, and then next round you don't know what's going to happen, but it's easier to kind of push yourself, I think, in the 3-minute rounds. Do you normally get submitted in the later parts of your rolls, or do you normally find your submissions in the later parts of your rolls? Like, is the tired effect coming in and playing a significant part of what's happening on the mats? If you can't get a submission on somebody who's not exhausted, you're really relying on them to gas out, opposed to your technique to hold firm and to be able to apply that to somebody. I prefer to not need my training partners to be, near quitting anyway to make the submission work. It does take some time to settle into a position to get there, to get that submission. I'm not the fastest person. I'm not submitting people in the opening 10 or 20 seconds. I'm going to get to a dominant position typically before I even attempt an attack. But if the attack is always at the end because you're afraid to maybe give up the mount position until the last 30 seconds or something like that, you might consider what you're doing as far as, effective training or confidence in your technique. It's better to have more attempts at techniques in your roll. So if you get side control on me in the opening minute and it's a 5-minute round, do you hold it for 3 minutes if you can? Do you attack within 30 seconds? Neither one of these is right or wrong. It's just, what are you doing? If you're holding it for the duration of time because you are afraid of somebody recovering guard or not wanting to lose the position, that's different than if you try to do an attack and then you're having to re-guard pass because your attack failed, or if it succeeded, you start all over. I prefer to get more training in while you're rolling, so I would lean towards the attacking more often. Indoor soccer players get more contact with the ball than outdoor soccer players. So they typically have better skills in handling the soccer ball. Think of your jiu-jitsu that way. The more attempts you have at things, the better for your training. Guys, do you have a question or a topic I should cover in BjjBrick Quick? Send it to bjjbrick@gmail.com. BjjBrick is Patreon supported, but that's for the full episodes, not the BjjBrick Quick episodes. If you'd like to add something to this conversation, the easiest place is probably on our Facebook page on this episode. We'd like to hear your comments there. Thank you guys, and stay sweaty, my friends.